It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig. You decide when you lose, not other people. And Blabs.
I like pickles.
And co-hosted by our friends from around the internet. Today with Razorfist.
They want to square that circle so airtight that there will be no contrary opinions whatsoever.
And now, broadcasting from our homes, it's time for the #1 gaming and entertainment podcast on God's green earth. It's time for Side Scrollers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, welcome on out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com and Kick.com/Side Scrollers. What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday to ya! Did you have a good week? You did! That's great. Hi, everybody. I'm Stuttering Craig. Welcome to the #1 video game and entertainment podcast on God's green earth. It's great to see you. Man, we got a good one today. Joined as always by Blabs.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. It's Friday. This week flew like that, honestly.
I'll tell you this. I had to go to a local shop, like a car shop, you know.
Buc-ee's?
No, not a shop. You know, like a mechanic this morning, right? My wife got. You know what? Let me bring Razor in for this. I'm sorry. Melanie's gone on for some changes recently, and we'd like to welcome Lenny Mack to the show. Hello.
I was wondering when you noticed.
Yay! Sorry, I'm a few hormone treatments in. It'll take a while for the voice to adjust. I don't know.
Well, we're glad you're here, Lenny.
Yeah.
No, but for real, Melanie had some family stuff happen, so Razor was nice enough to join us here on a Friday. So we're obviously glad Razor is here. Spread the word, spread the word. So, Razor, I went to let me kind of little background here. On Sunday, my wife got an oil change. She went in, she's like, I got to get my oil changed. I'm going to go to the shop, get it
How do you
taken
say
care of.
oil?
Oil.
He's like,
you know,
oil change.
Oil.
You heard that, right?
Oil.
Planet.
It's-
What are you talking to, like a Norwegian gentleman? Or Ola, me and Ola and Sven.
Well, it's not like oil. Oil.
Yes, it is.
Oil. Okay, well,
Oil.
my wife had to go get an oil change, so she went and got it done. Okay, it was a little bit like, you know, the cars are set up to where you just constantly are shoving oil into those things. They say every 3,000 miles, but really it can go like 6.5, 7, right? Right, maybe 9. You know, it just kind of depends. But the idea is they want to, you know, keep it going. So whatever. So she goes in. It's like 3,500 miles. So she's like, I gotta get it done. My car's gonna explode. So she takes in, gets it done, and it's cold outside.
Right,
She brings.
by any chance Keanu Reeves in Speed?
He's underneath the car. No,
Oh my God!
Right. So she goes in. She gets the oil change, and then it's cold outside. There's a freeze going through Texas. She is not. Like, the people are not happy they have to work on a car. It's legitimately like 12 degrees outside, okay? So they're like, ugh. They literally groan when she shows up. She's texting me this. She's like, they literally groan. All they keep saying is, it's cold outside, okay? So they do the oil change, and literally the next day, there is oil leaking from the bottom of the car in the garage, right? So I just kind of keep an eye on it. I'm like, all right, this is kind of odd. Next day, she backs the car in. Guess what? There's oil in the garage. And she goes, hey, hon, there's oil leaking from the car. I'm like, I know. I've been keeping an eye on it. So this is a couple days later. She goes, well, I'm going to take back in and see what they have to say. I was like, okay, well, see what's going on. So she comes to me and she says, honey, it's going to be $800 to fix. And I go, what? And I like immediately turn on, we're getting screwed mode, totally getting screwed mode. And I was like, so let me get this straight. You go and get an oil change. The next day, that oil is then leaking out of car. Prior to going in, there was no oil leaking out of car, and now they're saying it's $800 to fix. I'm the one who has to pay $800 to fix their mistake? So anyways, this morning I go in and I talk to this guy and I'm like, so walk me through this, please. You can understand how I'm confused here. I'm very logical and rash about this. I don't blow up or anything. And he goes and he explains it to me. and I've done YouTube research before going in, right? You got to go prepared.
Oh no!
I got my degree on YouTube.
Yeah.
I went to the University of YouTube beforehand, and I found what the issue was with the car, right? And I wanted to see there was either one or two things wrong with it, and it was one of those two things. And he explains to me what it was. It was a gasket that was causing the oil to leak. The gasket had worn down. So the long and short of it is, I was like, it's going to be $800 to fix this. And he goes, well, I was just throwing out a price off the top of my head. And I was like, fuck you, man. Like, just throwing out a price to see if this lady's just going to accept it.
Yeah.
So I said to her, I said to him, okay, well, how about you go back in and I'll give you my number and you call me later with a price after you have some time to not think about it off the top of your head.
Yeah.
So I leave and I go to O'Reilly's Auto Parts. And I was like, hey, I need this part. They go, yeah, it'll be $20. So I go in and I got a $20 gasket and it'll probably take me 90 minutes, 2 hours to do something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I texted my wife, I was like, honey, I'm going to do this by myself. YouTube's going to teach me how to do it. It's $20 to fix, and I don't want to pay $800 to do this. So that's kind of where it's at right now. And I'm very proud of my mechanic endeavor as I go into this thing. And I'm just going to wait till it gets a little warmer. But moral of the story, don't trust these sons of bitches. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Thanks for... Welcome to Old Man Yells at Cloud edition of Side Scrollers, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I'm just saying, like, come on, what are we doing here? Like, he goes, well, we got to move. I was like, so you got to replace the gasket? It's going to be $800. He goes, well, we got to move these parts around. I was like, are you a lawyer? Are you charging me $500 an hour to do this? Like, I don't understand.
Right.
So anyways, it was just one of those unsettling things right off the bat. And so here we are, ready to go. And
hey, now that we've complained about how expensive auto mechanics are, I think we now have to do a 20-minute bit on airline travel. I think that's the rule of 80s stand-up comedy.
I have something to show off just real fast. I'm going to blow myself up for this. I got a Tamagotchi.
Whoa!
And it's Harry Potter Tamagotchi, guys.
And if I know anything about Tamagotchis, you haven't taken it out of the package yet, and it's already starved to death.
He's not alive yet. Little thing is inside of it holding the battery, so he's not living.
But where does Tamagotchi life really begin? Let's be honest.
These are all good rhetoricals here.
Yes.
This is good. Hey, speaking of airlines, Razor, did you see this today? The flight from Miami? Did you see this?
Hey, look.
Hey.
Oh my God, it's on fire.
What?
No. Those are the glorious beginnings of diversity. That's not fire.
Oh, boy. There it is. Look at that.
Yeah. Just ask downtown Minneapolis during the Floyd riots. Yeah.
Hey, it's a mostly peaceful plane.
Yes. A fiery, mostly peaceful 747.
Damn.
I think it means 747 degrees, actually.
Yeah, right.
Holy shit.
Well, apparently there's no pictures on the ground of it. So that's like one of those things. At least when we started looking at this thing, or when I started looking at this thing earlier, this is what happened. It more or less took off, and it was like, well, here we go. Oh no, let's turn back around, Buck. And they turned back around and made their way back to Miami. So
and it's the exact same model of plane as the one that tore in half a week ago.
And
Wow.
was this a Boeing as well?
It's exact same. It's the Boeing whatever Max 747.
Wow.
Yep, the new model that's the DEI hires made, and yeah, this is not the first. It's not even the 100th.
Oh no! I'm getting on a plane next weekend. Oh, and then I'm getting on a plane the next weekend.
737 Max. Thank you.
747, but it was a cargo plane, supposedly.
Oh, okay.
Well, congratulations. Your stuff's not going to make it. I'm just going to throw it out there.
I think it burnt.
Whatever.
Wow.
Jesus.
So that's hey, good on you, airline industry.
Yeah, because it wasn't enough to be locked down for 2 uninterrupted years and have to give away tickets, right? Like, did you have to fly anywhere during the lockdowns?
I can go anywhere.
I don't think I did during the lockout.
I had to buy one plane ticket during the lockdowns. It was like $200. It was like nothing. It's like they practically paid me to be on the plane.
Right, and don't forget the idea that you would going through security. They made sure everyone had a nice 6 feet between them, and then you get on the plane and they pack you in like sardines. It's like
They pack you in like sardines and then they recycle the air. Oh
Right.
yeah, no.
So
We
gross.
got to stand a decent interval apart so that we can all get on the steel death tube and breathe each other's farts. Absolutely.
The tin can in the sky.
Yes.
it's just spectacular.
Breathing a nice little blend of botulism and AIDS. Fantastic.
Oh my God, just wonderful. This is the clown world that we live in, man. It's great. It's great to be here, everybody. Great to be here, everybody. It's awesome. I love it, and that's why this show exists. Hey, we got a good one today. I'd like to remind you guys we are live over at rumble.com/sidescrollers. Do us a favor, hit the follow button over there as we continue to grow. We are approaching 5,200 followers. So hit the follow button if it's your first time tuning in. If you're not, hit the thumbs up button, whether you're watching over on Rumble or YouTube or anywhere else. We also have an X account where you can find out who's going to be on the show. You could have found out that Razor was going to be on the show if you're following us over there. That would have been great. At SidescrollerPod. And we also have an Instagram, don't we, Blabs?
We do. We're closing in on 1,200, so follow or else.
Or else Blabs will point at you menacingly.
Yes.
Also, we have a
You
Kick account.
turn talking to.
We have a Kick account, which is great, which is growing a little bit more every single day. So go head on over there. If you are watching over on Twitch, I'd like to remind you guys, we are done with Twitch at the end of the month. So find another solution, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Rumble, whether it's Kick, and join us over there. But before you do, Twitch friends, make sure you guys use your free Amazon Prime on us and bleed Jeff Bezos dry of those sweet $2.50 Amazon Prime subs. We'd really appreciate that. It's free to you. Gain for us.
That'll
which
put
is
them
great.
out of business.
Slowly but surely. That's right.
You know, what are they, 12 trillion now? Just every little bit counts.
Every little bit counts. That's right. And join us here if you're new for the first time. Hit the subscribe button. The 64,500 people who have chosen to subscribe on the channel, currently sitting at an awesome, exactly 64,585. So if you're new, hit the subscribe button. Let's get to 64,600 by the end of the show. That'd be 15 of you popping in. Also, let's hit the thumbs up button. Like I said, our goal is 500. We can do that. I'm positive we can. And our goal is always 20 memberships for the show. Can we do it? Yes, we can. We're currently sitting at a mean, let me check the real-time stats, 1. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Let's continue on with our wonderful journey. It's going to be a good one today. I can feel it. I can absolutely feel it.
Phil
Especially with Raider coming in with a $150 dollar super chat. Says, I request Ice Ice Baby with a Mexican accent. The
I
extra
was wondering.
50.
I was like, why is Blabs sneering at this large super chat? And then I realized, oh shit.
That's right. The extra 50 for doing the dance moves with the song. Oh boy. Well, you better look it up.
Are you gonna check out the hook while the DJ revolves it? Do
My
it.
God, is she ever? Is she ever?
What?
Do it.
She doesn't even understand the reference. That's the worst part about it. Man, Raider, thank you very much. That is massive. Right stinking there. Look at it. We're going green today, guys. We're going green. Right
We're
there.
so ego-friendly.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're gonna
Thank you very much,
We're
Raider.
gonna have to start calling him Raider Shadow Legend.
The sponsor of the show. Thank you very much, Raider. Blabs will be, like you can tell by Blabs' face that she absolutely will enjoy this in just a second. Ice Ice Baby with a
They're
Mexican
like
accent.
bunny hopping.
Yeah, it's going to be great. It's
I'm
going to
not
be
bunny
great.
hopping.
What?
Also, not to be outdone, Jake came in with a 50 Australian dollars.
Yeah.
Australian dollars. What are they? What are the? You trade like wallaby pelts and fucking marsupial pouches? I don't know.
Kangaroos.
Fuck.
That's awesome. Jake, thank you very much.
Pieces of Steve Irwin, I think, actually.
Oh, why would you go
What?
there? Dude, I was traumatized when he died. I remember my mom walked
What
into
is
my
that
room
one?
when
Sting? Is that?
Stop. Yes, it stings, okay? Stop it.
What do you think is...
No, I hold with Norm Macdonald. Sorry. Oh, he died at age 45. It's like, that's a ripe old age for a crocodile hunter. Jesus Christ.
I'm kind of with you on that, right? What do you think his last words were?
Fuck.
I bet his last words were like, "Oh, look, a stingray."
Right?
You guys are awful. You guys suck.
Oh, blimey. Ouch.
Crikey. You're shit. You're absolute
We're
shit.
all going.
He
to
was
hell.
great. He did so much for the wildlife.
We
Nah,
need
you
to
guys suck.
we need to get Melanie back to pray for all of us. Actually,
Nah, just you two. I'm fine.
Oh, my God. That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, you know what else is awesome? Sir Neoff Strife with 10 gifted memberships. Look at it. Great to see you. What was that? What was that? What was?
I was just waving.
I don't even want to know what that was. Oh, my God.
getting ready, getting your rap moves ready there.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, so Sir Neoff Strife, thank you very much. If you guys got gifted a membership from Sir Neoff Strife, make sure you say a thank you with the 10 gifted memberships. That is spectacular. Blabs, are you ready for Ice Ice Baby with a Mexican accent?
No, and I'm even looking at Mexican accents to see if I can channel my inner Mexicanness that doesn't exist.
Well, everybody has.
Give me an example.
You just say like essay. Like, yo, yeah, I don't know. Like,
Hey,
yo,
vato.
hey, vato.
Right.
Ice Baby.
You know,
I can't
the thing that Carlos Mencia pretends to be. That thing.
Who?
Oh, God damn it.
Thank you. I'm so glad you don't know who he is. I'm so
Ridiculous.
glad. It means that the world is healing. That's what that means. Humanity is healing.
Jonathan Abear came in as a member. Thank you very much for the first time. Really appreciate that, Jonathan. Agamemnon Fireman says, "Happy Friday, guys. Guys, Craig, did you the day you reacquire Screw Attack, will you celebrate by putting your cap on backwards for old time's sake? Cheers." No, I'm 42 years old. Blab says, "Acknowledge me."
Acknowledge me.
Absolutely not. Murray Sway says, "Still waiting for that Indiana Jones game to top Infernal Machine." Yeah, so we're going to talk about the Indiana Jones game in just a little bit. Thank you, Murray.
Yeah, we are, aren't we?
We sure are, absolutely. James Silverwolf came in as a brand new member today. That's outstanding as well. Thank you, James. Appreciate that. Elder Chicken says, "Razor, you should check out Cruised Farms' recent video about games as a service. It's called Dead Game News, The Crew."
That's just a curse.
Huh.
That's what I said. Accursed Farms.
Yeah, I'm not a big games as service fan.
Yeah. Nor am I. Alexander says, "Hail Metal Music, Razor Fist, and Side Scrollers, America. F yeah!" The 66 is a metal joke for Razor Fist. The 666. There you go.
Okay, there we go.
Knockside says, "I just heard that Billy Mitchell's world record scores for Donkey Kong got restored."
Oh man, we should have talked about that. That makes so many drama queens online mad.
Man, well, so they were
That could
restored
have
on
been the whole subject of this episode, man. You have
Do you
no
want it? We
idea.
can talk about it. We barely touched on it the other day, and when I was,
Man.
who was it? I was
Well,
talking
'cause
about.
I'm like the only guy on the entire internet who ever defends Billy Mitchell.
Oh yeah.
That's why.
Hey, listen. Hey, we've been trying to find an end to pitch Billy Mitchell on an interview. If we do an interview, would you like to do it with us?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. He DMs me sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Fanboys, here we go.
Listen, well, not me. Like I listen.
Yeah, you are. You're like, well, I talked to Billy Mitchell, and now
Oh,
you
you
have
know,
him in.
just fucking Billy Mitchell. Goddamn. There's a member of the Trump administration who follows me. Like, whatever. Anyway.
Well, listen. I'm just saying. I
Aren't you so cool, Craig?
I just want to question him. I just want to ask him about these
You're
things.
soliciting me to humble brag. I see what's going on here.
He's like,
I love humble brags. Thanks, Knockside. Appreciate that. And then Agamemnon Fireman came back and says, "Hey, Razor, this is a follow-up last week's anime query. But have you ever watched anything related to Lupin III? Knowing your taste in pulp crime fiction and action comedy, I imagine you'd like it."
Yeah. I watched a little bit of Lupin III back in the day. And there's also a cool French anime that was like an Adventures of Arsène Lupin or whatever, kind of sort of a spinoff. France does anime, for those who don't know. Really cool art style and stuff. But yeah, I like
really?
Lupin. I like Lupin the Third.
Okay. Yeah, I don't even know what that is. You know, I need to pop on my glasses, Blabs.
Yeah, what the?
my God, it's Friday. Okay, hang on.
So you're not used to it.
No, I don't know what day it is anymore.
What do you guys do when Melanie said, "What, to put on temporary tattoos or what the fuck?"
I stand. I'll occasionally stand. Yeah.
I stand for no one. So.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
true. All right. Well, speaking of standing, Blabs, it's time. It's time. Ice Ice Baby in a Mexican accent, brought to you by Raider. No, Blabs, don't even. That's ridiculous.
That's
Not
the
even
only
funny.
thing I could think of is a hat on. Got nothing.
You don't need a hat.
I need a sombrero.
You know what you do need? I'll tell you what you do need. You need to draw a pencil thin mustache right here.
Yes.
Absolutely. Get out some eyeliner and do that
I
real
don't
quick.
have
There is
No.
a great Mexican food restaurant. There's a great Mexican
You're
food
just
restaurant.
shooting all my ideas left and right. I got nothing for you. I don't have eyeliner.
Hold on.
Okay?
Do you have any sort of makeup that's dark?
No.
Shut up.
I have mascara. I'm not wasting my mascara on my face.
Do a little mascara right there.
No, absolutely not. No.
Well, permanent marker.
All right. Well, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Brought to you by Raider. It's Ice Ice Baby in a Mexican accent with dancing from Blabs. Just give us the shoulders, Blabs. Here we go. Do 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 do.
Oh, no.
Do 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 do.
I don't know how to dance. Okay.
Do 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 do.
Oh, he's just,
Go.
anyway. Ice baby, chiquita. I don't know. See razor. I don't know. Ice baby. All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly. Can I be done now?
No. Flow like a harpoon daily and
I
nightly.
don't know how to do
Will
this.
it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights and I'll blow.
Lights, yo. What the fuck?
Aha. Go on.
No, that's not happening. This is you. This is
Yeah.
you.
It's, what is this? What is
This
this?
is all you, kid.
What is this, Blabs?
I don't want.
Raider, I'm gonna give your money back. I'm sorry, Raider. That's ridiculous.
I can't do a Mexican accent for a rap song.
Oh shit.
Raider, you get your money back. Sorry.
Oh
That's
my
ridiculous.
God.
Blabs,
Oh
costing the show money. It's ridiculous.
You do it then. Go
We're
on.
gonna need like an AI voice to do this.
I agree.
Chat GPT.
Jeez. The fact that you don't even know the song is embarrassing.
I know the song. I just don't know the lyrics.
Then you don't know the song. It's very clear. Like
I
you,
know of the song. I just don't know the lyrics.
Oh, ridiculous.
It's not like I go out of my way to
Look,
listen
we
to
got a lot of
Vanilla Ice, bro.
You don't have to go out of your way to listen to Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice is always there,
He
constantly.
is. He's omnipresent.
Yeah. Listen. Ghost of Tarleton.
Is he there right now? Is he in your room with you, Craig?
Ghost of Tanalorn is in here throwing tomatoes at the screen.
Oh
Everyone,
no!
throw tomatoes at the screen for everybody, please. This tomato. Oh no! Oh, look at that's just so bad, just unreal, really, just ridiculous, unreal. God, Cyber Chud, stop that! It's God, it's just
Thanks,
it's.
Craig. Just have them bully me. It's all
Oh my God, it's ridiculous. Like Wait came in with throwing his membership with tomatoes. That's just pathetic. My God. And then Honey Badger with 10 gifted memberships. That's nice. Thanks, Honey Badger. We'll appreciate that. If you guys get a gifted membership, make sure you say thanks and throw more tomatoes at the screen.
What did I do wrong? Don't make me do stuff I can't do. And then be like, you suck at it.
That's the whole idea of the bit. That's the whole idea. Absolutely. Honey Badger, thank you very much with the 10. I'm going to get you on the wall, my friend. And,
Comedy bits are always better when you have
I
to
like how
explain them.
Laughing Gasser just throws corn in the chat.
do that. It's ridiculous. All right, let's move on. We got a lot going on. Let me get Honey Badger on the wall, and then we're going to move on to my favorite segment.
I think Craig should sing too. You owe Raider for my failures. You'd be like, she fucked
What?
up. Time for Craig to step up. Be like, I'm the real man here.
You're
Sing.
ridiculous, Blabs. You are the real man.
So you won't do. I'm the real man. Did you just say?
You are the real man. Hey, it's time for
I
my
am the
favorite
real
segment.
man.
Your favorite segment. Everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News. All right. So yesterday we had some big news right at the bat. By the way, I would like to point out my mom has texted me with a tomato, Blabs.
What?
literally throwing a tomato at the screen she texted me. Good on you, Mom.
Your mom just bullied me.
Yeah, what is...
Hey, hashtag bring bullying back.
This is
ridiculous, right?
Problematic.
Unreal. Anyway,
Ouch.
so yesterday we had an Xbox Game Roundup Developer Direct. It was a
That's
big
the
thing.
rumor.
Yeah. They announced several games on it, and here was the big rundown from it. We saw Aura, History Untold, Avowed, Visions of Mana, which apparently was not announced prior to it and just kind of popped in. Hellblade 2, but the real big one was the Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Now, this is the one that I genuinely was excited to see. But Blabs, you wanted to talk about Hellblade first?
I mean, not really. That's more Melanie who thought it was terrible. I agree. I thought it was nothing interesting and just, ugh.
Yeah, I don't understand it at all. I do know when I was watching it, it's like it bothered me. Like, if Square Enix can make a new Mana game, how in 9 fiery hells is Capcom not making a new Breath of Fire game yet? Like,
Man, that's
there
a great
was never
question.
a single moment of the 90s that Breath of Fire wasn't a bigger franchise than Mana. There wasn't one moment of the 90s. And yet, we haven't gotten one in... When was Dragon Quarter? I don't even remember. We technically got a Breath of Fire 6 as a mobile game, but it was one and done and gone in like 3 months. It was
Right.
done.
Those don't count.
Those do not count.
No,
Absolutely not.
No.
Oh, and of course the new Hellblade starring Dylan Mulvaney. Fucking...
I did not see Dylan Mulvaney in the game.
Oh
But
my! That bitch looks like a nose tackle for the New York Jets. You didn't...
Pretty good.
Oh my God. Well, like I said, the big news for me was Indiana Jones, and I was very skeptical. We've talked about the Great Circle many times. It's just what a horrible name it is, you know, and how the number of memes that will come from the Great Circle. But I will say this: I was pleasantly surprised by the trailer, and I saw it, and I thought to myself, that's pretty good. You know, they got Harrison Ford back. Obviously, not Harrison Ford as the voice actor of it. But the Great Circle is referencing how all these landmarks around the world are a giant circle, and they're all connected if you were to draw a line on them. But the voice actor is not Harrison Ford. It will be Troy Baker. Who,
Oh my God! Oh my God! What the fuck? This motherfucker! He's everything, and yet, even though he does like 200 different voices, all those voices need to blow their fucking nose. Every single one. He sounds congested.
Sorry, go ahead.
Now I want to hear this again.
All right, here we go.
Playing your pointless game. I was playing you. You're wondering if maybe you should have built yourself a life of meaning.
Yeah. Let's get to him real quick. Here we go. There is a point later. Oh, by the way, they brought this. I don't even know what this guy's name is, but he's in all the movies, and that's pretty cool to see.
Can't just run away from your problems, Indiana.
He's just Indiana's friend. Here's Indiana Jones's voice.
Watch me.
Watch me. So, anyways, it's a first person game with third person elements of him sliding and gliding and using his whip and all sorts of stuff. I will say this:
most Indiana Jones games have been third person.
yes.
Interesting.
But I don't know. Poll in the chat: are you guys excited for this after the first trailer? Because I was, like I said, very skeptical. I'm a big Indiana Jones fan. I haven't even seen the last movie. I'm like 30 minutes in. I got to the point to where they got past the de-aging stuff, and I've had zero desire to go back.
Yeah, dude.
Go back
What was
and play
that
it.
called? The Indiana Jones and the old fucker looking and acting really fucking old. Whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah, right. But this seems fun, and I wonder if it is I wonder if this is going to be pulled off. Now, some people are very skeptical about it, just based off of the people that are working on it. Yeah, tell me more, Blabs.
I'm just very hesitant. One, isn't it Bethesda too? So that's like
Yeah,
okay.
and did you see the
girl?
the
Yes.
the rainbow box on dude's shirt, right?
No.
With the Bethesda logo with the rainbow. Like, what the fuck? yeah, there's going to be some. Boy, that his little rant about Starfield and modern Bethesda's direction, that's really
What's
been
with
off the
his
market.
hair?
Yeah,
Really
it's
wanna
weird.
take
I
a
thought you
scissor
needed
and chop
surgery
it.
to get one of those. I don't know.
Yeah.
Edward Curtis Sevis, senior narrative designer. So there you go.
Oh, and he's writing.
I'm very hesitant. I think some graphics look pretty good, and then some look kind of dated. They definitely try to pull you in with the nostalgic piano type Indiana Jones music that they always play to bring your memory back in for trailers and stuff. If you notice, there's a girl introduced, and what really bugs me is that she said, and I quote, "Let's see if you can keep up," and she's saying that to Indiana Jones, and it's like, really, you gotta get that kind of girl in there? Like, couldn't she be like one of the other ones?
You gotta get the girl boss.
Yeah, it seems
we'll
very
get some,
generic.
Yeah,
Same
we'll get
formula.
some kind of alphabet person. Maybe Indy will be transitioning. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah.
So apparently,
Indiana Jones isn't an alphabet person just because Harrison Ford remembers when the alphabet was invented. So,
the thing about this that gives me hope is it's supposed to take place between the second and third movies, right? Between right before the Last Crusade, which alphabet people were not a thing not to the scale that they are today. So my hope is that none of that is necessarily thrown in. And if it is, I think that shit's going to be rejected so far to half court. It's insane because it just wasn't. If you're supposed to reflect that timeline or that time in history, like, come on, what are we doing here? So, yeah, from what Magnus Express says, between the first and second movies. No, I believe it's supposed to be between the second and third movies, but
Either way, it's in between one of the original movies.
Right. Well, we'll see. We'll see kind of what happens.
Movies. Yes.
The only 3 movies that are canon.
Yes.
Yeah.
The only lore.
But it is supposed to take place in there, so that gives me a little bit of hope. I will say that. But
I don't know. I'm hesitant.
Yeah.
well, I think in today's video game world, I think it's natural to be hesitant for sure. I think
Is Sweet Baby Ink involved?
These are all wonderful questions. We don't know. We don't know these things, but yeah, it's crazy. It really is crazy. But that was the highlight for me out of this thing. Did y'all take any positives from it? A lot of people were giving it some pretty rave reviews. Not the game, but the whole presentation.
The whole of that game in particular, or the whole event?
The whole event, the whole 45 minutes.
It was handled better from a presentation standpoint, but first off, Microsoft. Have you just noticed Microsoft has purchased the planet?
Right.
Everything. If I breathe a little slower while we're doing this, it's only because every time I respirate, I actually have to pay royalties to Bill Gates at this point. Every studio, every commentator, everyone's owned by Microsoft. And yet it kind of has failed to really pay off for them yet. That's what I'm interested in is Indiana Jones going to sell so well that they're finally going to make some money off of some of these exclusives? Because Starfield underperformed relative to other Bethesda games, folks. We're aware it sold millions of copies. We're just saying it didn't sell Skyrim numbers, right? They're still kind of waiting on one of these first-party Microsoft exclusives from these studios they just bought to actually pay off. And I don't know. I don't see it happening with an Indiana Jones game.
Well,
is this indie game only from Microsoft exclusive? Or is it going to be a bit of on PlayStation?
It's Bethesda, so it's probably Microsoft exclusive.
Yep, it is Xbox and PC. That was the whole thing. Yes.
Okay,
So
that's pretty cool.
it is a killer app, as they say. So
I did like the presentation, I'm going to say the word transition, because I did think it was pretty cool with kind of how they had on a chalkboard almost, and they just kind of moved around. That I thought was nice, but honestly, the games that's shown, none of them did anything for me.
Yeah, what was the one, the open world fantasy game where every character looked like they had a teeny bopper sitcom on Disney Channel? What the fuck was that? What was that? Avowed? Was that it?
Yeah.
right.
What the what could be more immersive than a fully realized interactive fantasy simulation featuring orcs with Gen Z broccoli bouffant haircuts? Oh shit. Goddamn, I am immersed right up to my nads.
Wasn't that the game that everyone had a very modern accent, but it was fantasy, right? So it's not supposed to be like California.
Fantasy lull.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so look, we'll have to see. I think the game is coming out according to that tweet. It's coming out in 2024, so we won't have to wait long within the year, probably just in time for Christmas, which, once again, this is one of those things where you're going to be able to play the movie, hopefully, and we're going to see how it goes. So with a very narrative-driven game, and we'll see if Indy can take his place back from Lara Croft and Nathan Drake as the rightful
Why do you
Tomb
call
Raider.
her Laura?
Lara.
It's 2024.
Lara.
Indiana Jones already has bigger tits than Lara Croft now. I don't know.
Congratulations.
Oh my God! All right, here we go. Look, we got a lot of support today. Really appreciate it, and we're gonna get to some more stories in a second. But first, Blabs, you better get your vocal cords ready to go. I need you to do a little bit of scouting. As Janice, that's JF Raptor fan, came in with a 100 Canadian dollar super chat. Says, I hope this is enough for a song request. Michael Jackson, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, with a Chinese accent, like in the memorable scene from the movie Rush Hour 2. You can find a clip on this movie scene on YouTube as a reference. Thanks.
Oh, no.
Hey, Janice, you're in luck. That is exactly the amount for a song request. And Blabs will be singing that very shortly, and she will find that clip as a reference from Rush Hour 2, so she doesn't go, I don't even know what you're talking about. It'll be great. Do you at least know the song, Blabs?
Yes, I'm a big Michael Jackson fan.
Okay, good. Well, we'll get to that in just a little bit.
It's like one of his 3 most famous songs. Of course she's heard it.
Well, I'm just saying.
Don't swing at me, buckaroo. I know my MJ. Thank you very much.
You didn't know your VI. That's the problem.
Who cares about Vanilla Ice when you have Michael Jackson next door?
Oh, my God. Hey, and guess what? You got one more song to sing.
Ah,
As
shit.
Kratos El Greatos has came in with a $100
What?
direct donation. Kratos, thank you very much. Says, I guess I'm going to have to give Blabs a chance at a redemption arc. I hope you're ready to get low. Since
Okay.
Blabs the Tower Tard is way up in the tower, she has the lowest to go. It's time for Tower Tard Blabs to sing Get Low with moves. Go Mega Blabs. Kratos El Greatos. So Get Low. Blabs is going to do a little research on that, and we will have that.
I don't need to research Get Low.
Oh, do you want to just do Get Low right now?
Oh, depends how long you want me to sing for. I'll have to put up the rest of the lyrics for it.
I want you to sing like Sandra Bullock in The Proposal. Have you seen that movie?
I have, so I can reenact that. You betcha.
My God. Hey, look at that, Janice. Look at that. Hey, Kratos, do me a favor. Hey, look at that right there. That's awesome. Thank you guys very much. We're going to get to those songs in just a second. Thank you very much for your support today. As Blabs does a little bit of research. Blabs, how you feeling about that? You feeling okay about singing these songs?
I'm a lot better about the Get Low one.
Welcome
Michael
to
Jackson's
Karaoke Strollers, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen. If she has to sing any more songs, she's going to turn into an Asian businessman, actually.
Oh, my God. Well, that's okay. You know what? It is what it is. It started off as a one-off bit, and now it's just become a regular thing on the show, which is insane. Well, thank you, Kratos. We'll get to that in just a second. Lots of support today. Thank you very much. Northern Oak. I want to make sure I'm saying it. Not oil. Remember, it's Northern. God, how can we say this properly? Is that an I or an L? Oak. Northern Oak has come in with
Just
5
say
gift
oil.
memberships. Northern Oil has come in with 5 gift memberships. Thank you very much. Appreciate that greatly. All right, let's move on as Blabs does a little research here.
Oh, this Chinese accent is ridiculous, bro.
That's the point. That's the entire point. Hey, Razor, you ever stream on Twitch before?
On occasion.
On occasion?
Yeah.
The
When I can
secret.
find my bikini and hot tub, yeah.
These are all very
Good for
crucial.
you.
Very crucial parts of growing on Twitch.
Mosquito bites.
But the secret is out as the Twitch CEO has revealed the best way for streamers to grow on Twitch. That does not include bikinis and or hot tubs. Do you have any
Porn!
idea? Well, porn is high, yeah. For that 1 week, porn was a big mover on Twitch. Yeah, that's right. And the implied nudity, that was a very big thing as well. But this Twitch CEO has revealed, and this is something that I've known for a long time, and it's not exclusive to Twitch, but the best way to grow on Twitch is collaboration. with other streamers by working together and
So
growing
you have
together.
to stop, collaborate, and listen.
Oh, see? Blabs?
Is that?
It all makes sense now. Vanilla Ice had it right
I
all
was
this
listening to
time.
Chinese music. Sorry.
The Twitch CEO is right. You have to stop, collaborate, and stream. That's the whole idea behind it, which is great. You know, I think that's a really great thing for everybody. So there you go. I think it's just a fun little thing. I don't know if you guys recall, I was going to launch this website called Collaborator Club, and that was the whole idea, was getting people together to collaborate. And now we know it is true. So anyways, for those of you asking, that's how you do it. Hey, Razor,
What's up?
are you ready to claw your eyes out?
I have a premonition. I'm about to learn how to.
Oh, slowly but surely with your claws. Oh my God. But first, Blabs, are you ready to sing?
Okay, so claw my ears out, then my eyes out. Got it.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
all
yes.
right. What do you
All
want?
right. Which one do you want? You want to go?
We'll do Michael Jackson first. We'll go in consecutive order.
All right. Janice, thank you very much. Here's Don't Stop Till You Get Enough with a Chinese accent courtesy of Janice. Here we go.
Hi. So I'm gonna try to do the part in Rush Hour 2, so it's like the lyrics that everybody knows. Ahem. Don't stop till you get enough. Keep on with the force. Don't stop. Don't stop till you get enough. How do you do Chinese? Rawr, rawr, lions. Keep on with the force. Don't stop. Keep on with the force. Don't stop. Don't stop till you get enough. Huh? How do you do it? I'll make it up for the get low right now, okay?
Want to know a little known fact about that song?
Please.
What's up?
It's about Star Wars.
Really?
What?
True story. Yeah, Michael Jackson saw Star Wars, was super inspired. That's why he keeps talking about the Force.
Wow. That's going to tie in perfectly to our next story. After Blabs sings Get Low as Blabs Tower Tard. Are you ready, Blabs?
Yeah, so let's see, where does it start in the proposal? Aha, here we go. This is where it starts in the proposal. Ahem. To the window, to the wall, to the wall, to the sweatshops down my balls. All these bitches crawl. Ah, skeet skeet motherfucker. Ah, skeet skeet goddamn. To all skeet skeet motherfucker. Ah, skeet skeet goddamn.
Nailed it. That was your best one, Blabs.
That's because
than
I
the
know
original.
this song.
Little redemption.
No.
Little redemption today. That's good. Good for you. Excellent. Wow, that's makes me feel a whole lot better about this. Okay.
About
Let me
what
see you
life?
get low.
Ridiculous. All right, let's move on, shall we? Shall we? We shall. All right. Okay. I would like to credit our buddy Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers for bringing this to our attention. I saw them talk about this earlier this week on their show, and I held off talking about this. I wanted to get more information about this first. So we have more information about these people, but there is a new trend apparently happening at Disney World, Razor, and it involves couples. Couples heading to Disney World. These are Disney adults, if you will. Disney adults who have long passed being children, and they now want to revolve their life around Disney World. Every aspect of their life, Razor. To the point to where we have these people. And I'm just going to let them describe their new hobby.
Now hold on. Didn't they already? Isn't there already like a birth center, or you're gonna be
Oh,
able
that's
to poop
fake.
out? Oh, that's fake.
That was fake. It was, yes. And by the way, we're going to have the people who did that. It's a parody site.
Oh,
We're gonna have that parody site on the show here in a couple
All I
weeks.
saw was the headline, and I was like, "Wait a minute. Okay, so what's going on with Disneyland?" But anyway, go ahead.
Oh no. I mean, well, listen, there definitely could be a birthing center at Disney World, and these people would be all up on it.
Yeah.
But here we are. Let's check it out.
First off, can we just say most of these people, these people right here, look like they shouldn't be within 200 yards of a playground, let alone a Disneyland.
Well, number one, notice the crossing lightsabers at the top, and also notice her crazy eyes.
among other features.
Oh my God. Yes. Okay. Look at all the Disney. Like you have they're both wearing Disney shirts. He's the one wearing Mickey ears, which is kind of unstable that the guy is. But here we go. Let's go and watch and see what they have to say, Razor.
Okay.
Anyone who knows me and my long-term boyfriend know that we meet a lot of our friends online these days.
We have
my
made
God.
a ton of friends in the Disney community, a majority
my
of which
God.
we have met on Swingers Upon Maine.
Oh
This is
no.
an app for swingers by swingers. Swingers that love Disney.
Ashley and I love to swing all over Walt Disney World Resort,
The Grand Floridian.
Main Street, USA,
Cinderella's Castle.
Space Mountain, and people love to drink around the world. Well, how about swinging around the world?
First off, did you catch the narcissist hair flip at the beginning of the video from her?
I don't think there's nothing about this says not narcissism. It's all It's just total narcissistic behavior. You ready for the worst?
And it sounds, from the way he talks, it sounds like he's seen more dicks than she has.
I think he's the one who orchestrates the whole thing.
Yeah, I have a feeling I know what gender they tend to swing with, folks. So.
A lot of they thems. I'll tell you that.
I don't know.
Let's. You want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Oh no.
World. Well, how about swinging around the world?
It's our favorite.
Swing Upon Maine.
Oh
has
my
Disney
God! Oh
lovers
my
from
God!
all-
No.
He's out. Razor's out. Razor's gone. He just left. He left his X-Men machine in the background.
Fucking cat nuzzling. Cat nuzzling.
Oh my God. I like that they're also outing all these people as weird folks too, which is, they just have all these weird, creepy folks in their pictures. They're like, look at all these people we've effed. Oh my God. Let's continue.
all over the world, and we
Oh my
all just come
God.
together in the most magical place on Earth. And heck, why not call it the most fun place on Earth too?
Oh my
We
God.
don't just trade pins at Magic Kingdom.
We've trade body fluid. Oh my God.
We
Wait,
trade
when am I tower tarred? When did that happen?
Focus, Blaz, focus.
Gosh, I wonder if any of these people have tasted penicillin before. I wonder.
Oh my.
We don't just trade pins at Magic Kingdom. We trade partners.
Ugh.
Oh boy!
You can download the app.
Okay, that's the most annoying sound in the world.
Her laugh.
You
Her
buried
laugh.
the lead there, buddy.
That's what I said. Her laugh is the worst sound in history, which is, oh my God.
Craig said he
So-
wanted to kill himself this morning.
Does the
when he
most
heard
magical place on Earth have the most magical firing squad on Earth? Just asking for a friend, please.
So, we did a little research on these fine folks, and I'd like to let you know that we have reached out to them for an invite on the show because I want to know what the hell are they thinking?
Yeah, what swingers app did you reach out to them on? Alpha?
Oh, their email on their YouTube. I was
What?
like, Craig, do I need to be a swinger and ask?
Right? Like, is there any code you need? Do you need to like fucking have an earring in one ear or what the fuck?
Well, if you notice in the background of their promo video for this swingers app at Disney World, which is the boat, which I swear I did not think I'd ever say that statement, which is the dumbest thing I've ever said in my life. They have a YouTube channel. It's wildly successful with 1,000 subscribers over here, and they have a podcast.
No.
They have a podcast here, Razor.
And
Oh!
a redhead.
They got a nice little piece of magic working here. Okay.
You realize they refer to the guy as the twink?
I mean, let's be
Well, I mean-
honest. It can't be worse than Review Tech USA. Go ahead.
Would you like to hear their intro? This is their
Probably has more views too.
This is their debut episode of a Twink and a Redhead podcast. Here we go. Let's check this out.
A twink,
And a redhead.
a twink,
And a redhead.
a twink,
And a redhead.
These people
twink.
cannot be real.
And a redhead.
a twink.
And a redhead.
It just goes on
Hi,
forever.
you guys.
I know. What the fuck?
Hi.
Welcome to the first episode. of A
45
Twink and a
minutes
Redhead.
later after the opening theme song.
Oh my God, it's
No,
ridiculous.
Craig, you have to read the description on the channel.
Okay.
It's
here it is.
so narcissistic.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I'm going to read it, and everyone else just cover your ears because here we go.
Oh no.
Finally, a podcast for hot people by hot people.
Pick unrelated.
After receiving countless DMs, angry text messages, handwritten letters, and even several picto chats, Grant and Ash, also known as a twink and a redhead, have done it. Yep, you've heard that right. Not many people have podcasts. It's a genuinely new and innovative audio platform used for artistic or autistic.
This has to be parody.
I agree. That is why we've reached out to them, Razor. I want to know if this is a joke. Like, this has to be a joke.
Gotta be.
This has to be a joke. Grant and Ash are going to talk about everything. Their childhood together, God, webkins, culottes, war, the Hunger Games, inflation, being hot. The subjects are endless, and so is their talent. Join the duo every Wednesday as they discuss the tone of each episode. And hey, it might even make you hotter. Hey, there's their email address. You can check it out right there. I mean, definitely don't email them. Don't do that. Don't email them. But by the way, they have slacked off, as they said they're going to have podcasts every Wednesday. Their last episode was 3 Wednesdays ago, so they've definitely already missed their release schedule, which is wildly unfortunate.
I mean, they have a pretty full calendar from the sound of it. I don't know.
Yes, with
A dick.
That's right.
They
ridiculous.
have a lot of orifices to fill.
It's crazy. So yeah, like I think that's the biggest thing is I want to know if this is real, and this is so clown that it has to be parody, right? Like this is this just are they actually geniuses? Are they the Andy Kaufman of Disney swingers? Like, is this a real thing? These are so many questions that I have.
Oh, because
it's
people
crazy.
watched Andy Kaufman.
Great point. Maybe they're trying to hit a very specific niche over here.
Yes.
As Blabs and I were talking about this before the show, we were DMing each other as we prep for each show. Blabs is convinced that this is definitely real.
I was convinced, but then watching that video, the intro video, makes me think it's a
Yeah, it's like
parody
something
now.
they would produce on like Adult Swim or something. Like,
I saw that video on TikTok of them, which, by the way, I do not have TikTok. I was in as a guest, and I was like, this kind of sounds legit. But then when you go and check out their YouTube, it's like, this can't be real.
yeah.
I agree. But here is the video that you're talking about here. This is why Blabs was convinced this is real.
Hi, it's Grant and Ash here from Swingers Upon Main.
The dating website for swingers by swingers. Swingers that love Disney.
We are outside the Disney store in Times Square today because we are waiting to meet a couple driving all the way up from Orlando to do some swinging.
We're gonna shop,
Donald and
see a
Dixie
lot.
Duck. What?
Oh my God. So once again, they're in New York. Okay, let's just put this in perspective. They're in New York, and people are driving up from Orlando, up the entire eastern side of the country, right, to screw? How desperate do they have to be? I mean, these
I
are
thought you
real
were
questions.
hot. Shouldn't people be firing dick at these people from a cannon if they're this hot? Like
They're hot and talented. You know, you would think that
be
they.
doing the backstroke and boners.
So, anyways, let's continue here with 15 more seconds of this horribleness.
And at the end of the night,
Swap partners.
oh my God, thank you.
Fucking what the fuck?
Oh my God. It's horrible.
That needs to be a clip, by the way, every time someone tells a shit joke on this
Okay.
show. It's
Gotta
a
mark it.
Just a really bad joke.
terrible joke.
Oh my God. Yeah, here we
Also,
go.
what a leaning tower of masculinity this dude is. Like fucking he's not
His
he's
pedo
like her
stash.
height, first off. Like fucking
It's
if
like-
that.
It definitely doesn't get past me that he has a couple swords crossing here as they're displaying their sword fighting and then their own way
Maybe
up
it's
here.
code for dicks.
Well, that's what I'm getting at, Blabs. Yes,
Oh.
it's code for
Very
penis.
subtle.
I didn't actually want to say penis, but
Listen,
they're-
listen, you just gotta
A
say.
dick.
that's right. That's right.
my
She
God,
might
thank you
be
guys so
taller
much.
than him, actually. I'm not sure. I don't know. She gets on her tippy toes. She might be, I don't know.
Oh my
This
god.
guy's like the size of my cock. The only difference is my cock actually works. Anyway.
For all your recent support of the Disney swinger community. We love you guys, and we'll let you know how the night goes.
I
right?
can't wait!
Ugh.
Never again. I'm sorry. I'd like to apologize to everybody for that soundbite, and
I have something to say.
well, sometimes you gotta slap a bitch. Oh, we got a new one today. All right, there we go. Thank you for that, me. Appreciate that. Oh my God, it's crazy. Well, here we are, just totally upset and ridiculous. So there, I don't just overall thoughts. I don't really know what to say outside of my ears hurt, my heart hurts, and I never want to go to Disney again because this is who their target audience is.
His smile and optimism gone.
Yeah, you know, my wife the other, like I mentioned at the start of the show how I kind of like went into like these people are ripping us off mode, talking about the oil change thing, right? And she's like, sometimes you're so negative about people. Why have you gotten so negative about people? And like, this is why I've gotten negative about people.
Yeah, because the alternative is HIV positive. Yeah.
Right? Because I don't want people fucking on Main Street, USA. That's why. Because I want to go to Disney and be able to walk down the street without having to worry about what's happening in the bathrooms and what people they're messing around with. It's ridiculous. Anyways, hey, hopefully you guys are having a good day. All right, nice. Sorry, get a little excited there. Oh my God. All right, shall we move on? No. No. Stop it.
Oh no.
All right, let's do some quick hits to finish up here. We got more stuff. We're gonna go a little lighter to finish up here, Razor.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, a little lighter. Razor, are you a fan of dinosaurs?
I am a big fan of dinosaurs. Yeah.
Nice.
They're imaginary though. They're actually dragons.
No. Well, I don't know if you saw this, but over in China, they found 2 new dinosaurs over there. Did you see this headline?
No.
Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah. They found a couple new dinosaurs, and they've confirmed the discovery of 2 new species of dinosaurs in northwest China, who scientists say are some of the first vertebrates uncovered in the region. So,
He's actually banging the head of a velociraptor and saying, "Not the mama."
Not the mama. There you go. Do you get that reference, Blabs?
No.
Oh my God.
Oh, you would love that show. That
Yes.
show's great.
What show?
Dinosaurs
Good
from the
show.
90s. Yeah.
Wait a second. You mean the movie Dinosaur?
No, I mean the TV show Dinosaurs. It was a show that aired in the evening.
Okay, get this. All right, she will not understand this because they don't make shows like this anymore.
No, they don't.
They barely made shows like this back then.
Mm-hmm.
A sitcom about a family of dinosaurs, and they're all in giant animatronic suits and walking around, and it's amazing. The show is amazing.
Produced by Disney.
Yep. Blabs, let's just watch this intro real quick, which we'll probably get flagged for,
They're
but that's
scary.
okay.
I don't want to watch. Oh, they're creepy.
Yes.
You said this is scary for you, Blabs?
No, I look at the photos. They're really creepy looking designs.
No.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. This is a great show. It was like the Flintstones, just like 30 years later, 40 years later. Here we go. Let's continue.
Say it.
Honey, I'm home.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go. He's in his flannel. He's got everything ready to go. This is exciting. What do you think of that guy's first look, Blabs?
Dude, no way. No.
No?
Dude, he looks psycho. Look at the crazy eyes. It's the same as the chick.
This is like Jim Henson's last project.
Yeah.
So
So-
because it's his last project means I have to like something that's terribly creepy?
Respect Jim.
I still,
Ridiculous.
My opinion.
I still remember the episode where Robbie was the teenage son, got on dino steroids.
Yes, he got huge.
He got fucking jacked. Great.
Oh my
Look
god.
at it, the more I think I've seen an episode when I was a kid.
Oh my god. Robbie getting jacked was it was what a great episode. I'm gonna see if I can find that real quick. But here, watch the rest of this, Blabs.
This show was balls. Yes.
And then the baby's introduced. The baby. This is the whole catchphrase for the show.
Oh, he was the Bart Simpson of the show.
Absolutely, man. It was great stuff. By the way, I'm starting and stopping to avoid copyright claims, which probably won't happen, but that's
Good
okay.
idea.
Yeah. So let's continue.
Nice. How could you not love this show, Blabs?
I grew up watching Dinotopia instead.
Listen, speaking of
Banger.
Robbie the son, he gets on steroids. Check this bad boy out. They made an entirely different suit, and he got jacked.
Oh man, he was ripped.
Like totally buff. Rah, just huge. Isn't that awesome?
Yes.
Oh my god. That would be like, I'm telling you, there's an entire series that's going to be set up for our locals page that's going to be built around exposing Blabs to stuff from like the 90s and
I'm so glad you finished that sentence.
Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be spectacular. And dinosaurs may be one of them for sure.
I like dinosaurs. I play Jurassic World Evolution like almost every day.
If you like dinosaurs, you're going to love that show.
Well, we already talked about Harrison Ford earlier.
That's true.
Did you know what the best thing about that show is? How it ends.
Yeah,
everyone die and get blown up.
Yes. That's literally how it ends.
Pyrotechnics.
That's literally how it ends. The meteor hits Earth, and I think it was like a statement on global warming or something at the time, because there's I think the last scene features a news reporter signing off for the last time, and he's like, "Well, goodbye," and then it just goes to static, and like the show just ends because everyone dies from the asteroids and global warming and stuff. It was hilarious and great.
It was grim.
Yeah. Anyways, back to the story. We found a couple new dinosaurs. How great is that? Yeah. Congratulations.
But like, do we have like fossils of them? Is there images?
They're already running for Congress, actually.
They've reached the age.
Yes.
Two of the fossil specimens were found to be from previous unknown species, named the Solatian. I don't even know.
Salacious crumb?
I don't know.
Right.
The Titan part of the monikers refers to the massive size of the newly discovered dinosaurs. Researchers estimate that the species, whatever that is, the S species, would have measured over 20 meters long. That's 60 feet. Damn. While the H specimen may have been as big as 17 meters long, making them both close to the size of blue whales, which can grow to 23 to 30 meters. Wow.
I love how it just says the best deaths in Jurassic Park, like right after that.
Hey, they're really good their AI is good at syncing up the proper story over there. Which is, they say these are from the Cretaceous period, around 120 to 130 million years ago, which is crazy that they've just been there forever.
Craig,
What?
I can't hear you say this again. Cretaceous.
Is it?
Cretaceous. Just call it the crusty period, okay?
What did I say?
Cretaceous.
Did I say crustaceous?
Fuck.
Did I say crustaceous?
It's the
Said it like
crusty
3
age.
times.
Cretaceous?
Yes.
Cretaceous. Okay. The Crustaceous period.
Are you right? So we have 3 words you can't say: Crustaceous, oil, and Jeremy.
Yeah, well, Cretaceous is a lot more difficult than Jeremy. All right,
Yeah,
I'll say
you
that
can't
right
do
now.
that one.
Either way, congratulations, new dinosaurs. Yeah, way to go, China. Congratulations on finding those things. Speaking of Asian countries, congratulations to Japan for making it on the moon today. Did you see this, Razor?
No, I didn't. No.
Yeah, they landed on the moon today, which was kind of an interesting thing. Now, there was no live feed like you'd see on SpaceX or something that Elon Musk would do. Instead, I was watching it, and it was like a virtual thing. So they say they landed on the moon, but did they really land on the moon? I don't know. You know,
If they really did, they're number 5 for the 5th country to land on the moon.
who are the other 4?
America, Russia, China.
India.
Yeah, I think it is India.
I think India for sure. So that's interesting stuff.
They're already shooting creepy porn up there. Fucking.
Show Bob and Vagine.
Have you heard the conspiracy theory of like the moon bases on the dark side of the moon and that's
Was
where
Mulan?
No. Just the idea that there's moon bases on the other side. I hate the word conspiracy theory. The non-mainstream theory that there are like entire bases on the other side of the moon that we never see that are set. You know, they cause. I don't know. I don't know the whole gist of it. But have you heard that before?
I have heard something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. I just kind of hear these things from afar. But it's interesting. It's interesting to think about, and it goes back to. The moon landing thing is really interesting to me. I don't know whether y'all believe in it or not, but the whole idea that we were able to get there in like whenever it was, the 60s, and then
70s.
70s, okay. And then like 50 years later, we just don't have the technology to do it, or they just lost all the technology. It's like, that doesn't pass the sniffer to me.
What blows my mind is whenever you watch a movie about the 60s, they always combine like weird shit that didn't happen at the same time. Like for some reason, JFK is president when we land on the moon during Vietnam, right? Like they always do that. You watch like Forrest Gump or something. They always wind up combining those events and shit. It's so fucking weird. But anyway,
yeah.
Which by the way, interesting fact about Forrest Gump. If you read the book, he was supposed to go to the moon. Forrest Gump was supposed to become an astronaut.
Nice.
Yeah.
They probably left a lot out in the actual movie compared to
and then he winds up making Apollo 13, right? So
there you go.
Basically, we got the Forrest Gump in space. Fucking
Jenny, I made the moon. I'm on the moon. Jenny,
no guy of AIDS, Jenny. I'm coming back.
Poor Jenny. Poor Jenny. Hey, in more gaming-related news as we move on, did you see that Hogwarts Legacy became the number 1? Okay, I want to make sure I read this properly. Hogwarts Legacy beat Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 to the top spot as the best-selling game of the year. Wow. Which is crazy in the United States. 22, 23 million copies of that game, which, Blabs, you had a take on this, right?
Yeah, so the reason, in my opinion, there's multiple reasons why this game did as well as it did, because it's not that great of a game. Everyone's like, woohoo! No. Anyway.
Yeah, I've seen the gameplay, and I'm just kind of like, oh, it certainly is a video game.
It's extremely empty for such an open world game. You can't even interact with all these other characters. I don't like it. However, the reason it did so well was because it's only been 10 years since the last Wizarding World game ever came out. So everyone was itching and hyped up for a new game. So everyone went and bought it. Everyone and their mother went and bought it because everyone grew up with Harry Potter. Now they're like, oh, we can play with our kids, whatever it is. There was that. There was the stupid boycott that totally hyped it all up, saying, you shouldn't buy this. And everyone's like, oh yeah, watch me. And then they bought it. And then there was everyone else who's doing the boycott who was like, I'm gifting away copies. Yeah, J.K. Rowling, yeah. Meanwhile, they still actually hate J.K. Rowling. So I'm like, okay, that makes no sense. So this whole thing is the reason why this game did as well as it did.
Yeah.
That is literally it.
It blows my mind that some people still haven't caught on to the fact that marketers have caught on to the fact that stirring up that controversy where it appears that your game is anti-woke when actually there was quite a bit of kind of current day bullshit in the game.
It was maybe Inc. is involved in it.
It's a viable marketing strategy at this point, and a lot of gamers, a lot of consumers still haven't caught on to the fact that they kind of are being manipulated in this way. And it's not the first game to do that either.
It certainly won't be the last, for sure.
This is the best way
I mean,
to
when you sell
explain it.
20 million units, yeah, we're going to see a lot more of those.
It was a generic open world with a Harry Potter skin, 100%. It did not feel like Harry Potter. Everyone's like, oh my god! Even the Hogwarts castle was changed to be Victorian era because it took place in the Victorian era, which makes no sense because if you go and watch the movies, read the books, it's all medieval. So it went from medieval to Victorian to medieval. It doesn't make any sense.
Right. And I think at the end of the day, there's this element of, people want, obviously we touched on this. People wanted to support it and people bought. I saw somebody in the comments say that they bought like 9 copies for their family and friends. Like you spent $500 just to spite people. It's like,
of course, who knows? Maybe it was on Steam sale or something, but still.
Yeah, maybe that just seems kind of silly,
Of course, games that sell that well don't come down in price. That's the thing, right? They tend not to lower the price until they stop selling, right?
Right.
How long did it take for the price on Skyrim to come down? It took several years.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think in a game like this, put this in perspective. The game sells for, was it $60? Is that what it was? $60, Blabs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So to put that in perspective, it sold 22 million copies. The grand total of that, before the 30%, was it grossed $1.3 billion. So it's like, yeah, I think they're doing pretty damn good.
And now we're gonna get a second one, and I'm not really excited for it.
Well, maybe they'll learn. Maybe they'll learn from the criticisms.
That would be
maybe
great,
they will improve it. You don't know.
That'd be great, but I feel like everyone who bought it was like, yeah, this game is amazing. And then most people who bought the game that I know didn't even finish the game. So I'm just like, okay. So you bought the game, you praised it and everything, you didn't even finish the game, but you kept saying it's amazing, but you never finished it.
You'd be surprised how many of these huge games that sell gajillions of copies, nobody finishes them. Look at the one that blows my mind is go on Steam and look at how many people finished Red Dead Redemption 2.
Right.
It's like fucking 12% or so. It's like nobody fucking finished that game. And yet it's sold like how many millions of copies?
Now,
wild.
But see, okay, that's an interesting conversation though, because I think you could say that about pretty much every generation. There's people who have very fond memories of games from like the Nintendo era that never finished those games either, but they think they were super fun. People go back and like, oh, I love the Ninja Turtles game, right? But they never beat Ninja Turtles game or whatever it may be. There's a lot of those games from back in the day that people only got halfway through the game, but they have fond memories of it, trying to beat it. And I don't know. I don't think like the idea of beating the game necessarily means that you have to, that was the bar of enjoyment, as long as you just had fun while doing it. With that said, if you're going to do like a full review of the game, you should absolutely beat the game and all the things that go along with it.
One of the viewers, Liberty or Dead, just said 23% of people finished Red Dead 2.
Damn.
Just 23%.
That's honestly higher than I thought it would be.
Yeah, but still, that's 23% of the fucking fully 1/4 of the people who bought Red Dead 2 didn't finish it.
Man, that's crazy.
Or did finish it rather.
Well,
and
to counter your point before, Craig.
Yes.
When I was saying, people are like bought the game, didn't finish, and they're like, oh my god, it's amazing. Some of these people are now slowly starting to pick it up again. They're like, it's actually not that great. So all this hype around, oh, this game's gonna be amazing, is why everyone was like, yeah. And then they're like, let me take a step back and actually look at this, and it's not that great. So that's where my issue is. Like take off the goggles, guys. Be completely unbiased when you look into games, because Hogwarts Legacy did so well because of all the bullshit surrounding J.K. Rowling. Not even about the actual gameplay.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. It was really good timing because she was in the news like crazy. And getting dunked on by the alphabet people, and it was a whole fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is what I think is going to happen with, not to the controversial aspect of it, but I do think that indie will be a successful game based off of the IP alone, right? And I think
nostalgia. Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, look, there's been a lot of those games, and not all of them have done well, even good ones, right? There's a Indiana Jones game you can play on Series X right now that's really good, actually, but the game when it came out wasn't that big of a success. It's not a huge video game franchise, Indiana Jones, for whatever reason. It probably should be, but for whatever reason, it's not.
I'm trying to see see what your point there, Razorfist. Star Wars Jedi Survivor is the latest Star Wars video game to come out, and I want to see how well that one did, because that one was released broken. Everyone crapped all over it. So, but how many people actually bought into it and enjoyed it? I don't see anything.
I don't see anything.
Sales, 16,742 physical units for PlayStation 5.
How many?
16,742 physical units.
I mean, that's.
PlayStation 5. That's
I mean,
a lot.
Well, for PlayStation 5, what the fuck? Nobody buys games on that console. Like fucking this console generation proves it. Sony could sell a box with a spring-loaded fist that immediately judos you in the junk. And provided the box has a PlayStation logo on it, an appalling number of people will still giddily line up for a fucking chode chop. That is just how this generation proves it.
I don't disagree with you on that, for sure. And
I don't know what the fuck.
With that said, Nintendo did sell cardboard, and so many people lined up to buy that as well. And,
That's true.
And people, look, you can make a typewriter out of it. Yay! And then it was never used again because we're all idiots, and that's kind of how it goes. So, good Lord. All right, let's read off some of the. You guys have been very gracious today with your support. Really appreciate it all. I'm going to read off some of these super chats real quick, and thanks. Elder Chicken says, Razor, why does your name say Melanie?
What does my frame say? Mail it. Well, I hate to break it to you, ladies and gentlemen, but Melanie Mack has been going through a few changes.
His
Melanie's
pronouns
usually,
are he, him.
yeah. Melanie usually joins us on Friday. Razor's was gracious enough to join us today as a villain. Alexander says, "Love Razor for his laws." Blah, 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 blah. Thank you, Alexander. The Florida Farmer says, I'm 37, male, and live in Florida, and I agree. Disney adults who are obsessed with Disney are insufferable. They ruin the experience for me. Oh, my God.
Didn't Jay once say that he was in, like, those Facebook groups with Disney people, and, like, they were so nasty to each other, and he'd be like, whoa. I remember him saying that years ago, and I don't doubt it.
Yes.
It's like they're nasty people.
Over on Rumble, Blake says, put this towards Melanie's transition. So stunning and brave.
Indeed.
Mercenary says, wait, Razor are on twice this week? Well, it saves me the trouble since I'll be working late on Register and will miss most of your Friday stream. God, my schedule is a mess right now, Razor. Need my Sark now. He says,
Sark?
I don't know. Maybe Snark? Thanks, Mercenary. Appreciate that.
I think
It's shark.
Sure. Yes, he needs to eat dried shark in Iceland. Yes.
Yummy.
Absolutely.
Then he followed up and says, I can't use my Prime, such a cringe. I'll use it for Razor. I want my middle finger to be Razor spinning chair. That's right. There you go. Thank you very much, Mercenary. Shape of Evil says part 1 of 2. Oh, look, we have multiple parts. Says, I was using final free oil change at dealer on my wife's car before selling it. Not that I told them that I declined all that extra BS like cabin air filter. Part 2, they spent 90 minutes texting my dead wife to trick her into texting a Y to approve $2,000 worth of crap. I'm sorry, your wife is dead? That's really sad. I yelled at them long and loud in the service department. Shape of Evil, I am sorry to hear about your dead wife. It's really rough, man, and I'm sorry to hear about your troubles at the tech department. Mercenary says, Ross's video on the crew is very informative, and he talks about suing Ubisoft, but he is realistic about it. Billy Mitchell, for me, is a trust issue. I need proof now. If legit, let it stand. If not, then no. I think that's how a lot of people feel about Billy, but we'll see. Shane says, my wife is of Asian descent, and her parents still have a Laserdisc karaoke system. Never thought I would sing Let Her Cry by Hootie with a random Asian couple walking in a park in a video. Thanks.
Nice.
Thanks, Shane.
Shouldn't that be called Razor Disc? Not fucking...
Mercenary says, I'm telling you guys, Nelson Peltz and Elon already own Disney secretly. We are already seeing how they did it publicly. We are behind the year. We are behind by years for all these events. They are exposing the corruption. Oh man, if Elon Musk owns Disney without anybody else in the world knowing it, that would be quite a thing. He followed up with Blake says, Wouldn't Blabs have to go on their podcast if one of the Disney swingers are going to be on side strollers? Yes,
Nope.
Blabs would absolutely.
What? You're not selling me to swingers?
Right?
No, we're going to loan you out.
It's for, you couldn't be on there. It's for,
There is no train going on here, thank you.
Well, you couldn't be on there. It's for hot people only. What the fuck? No, I'm kidding.
Hey, don't forget Talented Razor.
Uh-oh.
I'm just kidding, Black. Oh, no. She's gone. She left the show. Oh, I'm just kidding. There it is. That's the proper response, Blaz. The double bird. There you go. Good for you. Good for you. Dude says, I have no problem with swingers as long as everyone involved is fine with it, but don't center it around a children's property if these people didn't grow up or they like them young. Right. Like, I don't care what you do. Just don't do it in public. I don't care. God. Blake says, no way. That's great. We landed on the moon. It's a Dumb and Dumber reference right there. And he followed up with, speaking of Harry Potter, Blabs, do you call the first book Philosopher's Stone or Sorcerer's Stone?
So I call it Sorcerers, but I say, if I'm referencing it, I say both. I don't know if you know the reasoning for that, Craig.
Nope.
The publishers in America thought that the kids were really stupid and couldn't say the word philosophers, so they changed the title just for America as the Sorcerer's Stone. But everywhere else in the world, it's
It
called
also helps
Philosopher's
that
Stone.
Sorcerer's a cooler fucking name. And a
Agreed.
better
Yeah, right?
title.
It does. Oh, the philosopher. But yeah, I reference both when talking about it.
Dude says they didn't buy Hogwarts Legacy because they fired that one developer that was pro-journalistic integrity in gaming journalism. Oh, that's interesting. And then Mercenary says, I got Hogwarts Legacy before controversy because I was curious. It was a good game, but not a great game. At best, it was a mid-pick and pick up and play away from pick up a game again. Here's hoping for the next. Thanks, Mercenary. Appreciate that. All right, and let's get to some super chats here. You know what? Actually, let's head over to our direct donations and bits. Shiny King says, who's the random guacamole where's Blabs? There she is right there. Johnster uses Prime sub. Thank you so much. Crazy T says, happy Friday, guys. I'm sure we're going to hear Tower Tards, Blabs, and some singing today. Love you guys. We absolutely will and have. Champion B-Dubs came in with the Prime sub. Thank you very much. Gaming Nawaifi says with the $25 direct donation. Thank you very much. Says, we had a lot of high wind snow squalls up here on the island the past few days because of that.
I think that's Gaming Newfie, actually.
Oh, okay.
They're in Newfoundland. That's what they're out there. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that. Yeah. Gaming Newfie came in and says, we had a lot of high wind snow squalls up here on the island the past 2 days. Because of that, I had to sub-teach today and can teach and can catch you guys live. I hope
to teach subs. Fuck, you could join those Disney swingers.
Oh, no.
Being tower bottom.
Says, I hope you have a safe flight, Craig. It was a good effort, Blabs. Godspeed to Razor Fist. Thank you to Gaming Newfie.
Godspeed.
Gods of Heavy Metal use their Prime sub. Thank you very much. Al Favory, maybe it's like Brett Favre who came in, where Al came in with 10 gifted memberships to the channel. Thank you very much. That's spectacular, Al. We appreciate that. And it's like Brett Favre and something about Mary. But Al, thank you very much. If you guys got a gifted membership from Al, make sure you say thank you for that. Abdulia says, we live in an age where historical figures and documentaries are race swapped for the sake of diversity. Don't doubt that they'll add the message-related stuff to Indiana Jones. Microsoft is very woke, and Bethesda is just as woke. Never trust trailers. Gaming Newfie came back with 10. Says, yeah, sorry, guys, but I'll go play the new Power World game instead. I don't trust anything Disney makes these days, Indiana or not. I'll take Pokemon with guns over fighting Nazis. Again, any day. Hail side scrollers and God fucking speed. Thank you, Gaming Newfie. Really appreciate that. I'm sorry I butchered your names initially. Atlantean Steel used their Prime sub as well. Thank you very much for all the Prime subs over on Twitch. Greatly appreciate that. That is spectacular. Alexander came in with a 20. Says, hey, Razorfist, do America Us F Yeah as DT, please, in song. What is this?
America, USF, yeah, I don't know what that is.
Maybe.
Is it from Team America, World Police? That's
what I was thinking. Yeah, that's what I was
US
thinking.
is an American emoji.
Fuck yeah, back again. Frankly, to shave the motherfucking day. Yeah.
That's DT. Oh my God. Necroner says with the $20 super chat says, I will say that one of my biggest shames is that while I love the game completely, I have never completed Fallout New Vegas or did the last DLC Lonesome Road. I get an itch to try a different skills as long as I get close to the end. Ah, yes. You get pushed away. You get distracted for that. Came back with another 20. That's outstanding. Thank you, guys. Says, also, my favorite Indiana Jones game has to be Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine. Yes, it is mostly a Tomb Raider knockoff, but I love how the indie game is Indy trying to repair a multi-planar machine that creates portals. What? Sounds crazy. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate that support. My goodness. So many of these to go through here real quick. The Commander came in with a $50 Super Chat. Blabs, will you please read this off as I put Commander on the wall?
Hello again, side-scrollers. I remember that I was so young that I thought Breath of Fire 3 and the show Reboot were vivid dreams I had. I was a weird kid. But if you want to help me laugh at the out-of-touch liberals, I'm on Retived the Commander 236. What's Red Twitter?
Yeah, I think it's Twitter backwards.
Oh, duh. All right,
Just
I'm on
written
Twitter.
X. I don't know what the fuck.
On X, gonna give it to you, the Commander 236.
Well, go follow the Commander 2386 if you want to go laugh, which is good. Oh my goodness. I may have to do another stream just to catch up on all this. This is nuts. Humble Dirt Merchant came in. Says your segment on LeVar's genealogy. Did you hear about this, Razor? LeVar Burton?
He has, he's like related to white people or something?
Yes, yeah. His great grandpa was a white Confederate soldier.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
He was shocked and honestly kind of appalled when he found out. It was really...
Well, I mean, wait until he studies the history and finds out how many black people fought for the Confederacy.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
a problem, too.
Says your segment on LeVar's genealogy yesterday reminded me of when I looked up my family tree. Turns out... Turns out a great uncle of mine died in a concentration camp. One of the guard towers had a loose handrail.
Anyway.
Alexander says America F yes as Donald Trump. There we go.
Yeah,
I already got that one. That's good. Andrew came in and says, I'm pretty sure the crocodile hunter's last words were, "Crikey, that stinger was sharp." Oh, poor Blabs. Rest in peace, that crocodile hunter.
She's having a bad time.
Having a tough one. Mr. Nobody came in with a 10, says, when can we expect a merciful fate mythos?
Oh, one day. I already have a couple mythos in mind that I'm working on.
Methless came in still throwing those tomatoes from earlier.
Oh.
Shame on you, Blabs. Shame on you. Matthew Picard says, hey, Taser Face. I'm in a Mech Warrior 2E. I'm in a Mech Warrior 2E game set in 3025. I'm playing a merc who used to be a competitor on Solaris 7, who pilots Commando Com D Doctor D2DR, a feisty little guy, not for sure. No guts, no galaxy. I don't know what I just read.
It's all BattleTech stuff. Good.
Yeah.
It made sense.
Did it? That's the thing. I don't know.
It's written in nerd code. You've just been filtered, Craig.
Yes, totally filtered. Captain Spire says, here I am with my 3060 Ti video card, 30-inch 2K monitor, 16 gigabytes RAM, and terabyte hard drive, just so I can play Masters of Orion and Wing Commander in a DOS box window. Nothing new, draws me in. Thank you, Captain Spire. Appreciate it. Raider came in and says, to continue with today's trend, I can advance next week's request to today if you like.
No.
Raider, we look forward to seeing you next week for sure. Thank you very much. Northern Olk says, Will changed handle to Honky Fist. Uh-oh.
Cracker Fist. I'm going to learn how to
Olympic.
play the spoons on my knee. Fucking play the washboard.
Vamorian came in, says, did Razor see/hear Melanie's audition for Rammstein singer from last week? Her German accent is on point.
What are you talking about? I am Melanie Mag. I don't know what you're
That
talking
is
about.
Melanie.
Melanie, that's right.
Now that I've transitioned, I can actually go topless. Fucking.
We should get that top surgery there.
There we are.
Melanie went hard with the German accent last
Really?
week. Oh yeah, it was quite intense. Blab, see if you can pull that up. I want to show it to Razor. It was great. Das Pooch came in and says the dinosaur inning was definitely tech destroyed the world cringe, but the final scenes were shockingly grim for a kid-friendly show. They go extinct in nuclear winter and total darkness.
So dark.
Pretty messed up. Dirt is King came in and says Indiana Jones and the Temple Temple of the Dragon Emperor for the PlayStation 2 is the best indie game. I will defend this game and hope Razorfist will one day play it in Razorfist Arcade. It should have been a movie. Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. Did not know it existed. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. That's great stuff.
I got it.
Okay, we got Melanie singing last week. Here we go.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's the ticket. Come on, y'all. Let's take a ride. Don't you say crap. Just get inside. It's time to take your butt on another kind of trip. Because you can't have the hop if you don't have the hip. Grab your gat with the extra clips and close und eyes and hit the speech. Yeah.
She went hard.
So she's the one that the handrail broke on. Gotcha. Good shit.
Yeah, right off. It's crazy. Almond John came in and says, Craig, can we make a pit stop on the show and have Blabs recreate a Scott Steiner math promo? It's only 2 minutes.
Yes. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Blabs, are you familiar? I mean, we talked about Scott Steiner math many times before, and I'm sure that's gone over your head. Hey, will you make a note that that's a reaction we need to do on the locals page in time? For sure.
Okay.
I keep referencing this locals page. Guys, we're going to launch a locals page in February. It's live right now if you guys want to go follow it. We're not going to be posting on it until February. It's going to be part of our second year plan. But it is up. I think it's sidescrollers.locals.com. And anyways, if you want to go over there and hit the follow button on there, you can. And we're going to be doing stuff like that over there. That won't exactly fly on YouTube for sure. Elder Chicken says, why are everyone requesting you to do these songs? That's Fat Bastard.
No, it's Tears and Rain, the speech from the end of Blade Runner.
And now they want you to do it as Godzilla.
As Godzilla? What?
I mean, is this a thing on your channel where you...
I've never done Godzilla. I don't know what the fuck.
I bet it just sounds like
I hear
this.
he's a great...
Right? Isn't that what it is?
Yeah, something like that. Fucking ambiguous train noise.
Yeah, right. Emperor Creatine came in and says, speaking of Mexican accents, what were your grades like in school? Something about C's and Hispanic couples, right, Razor?
It's a joke I told one time.
Miku says, Billy Bros, we stay winning. There we go. A lot of Billy Bros. Alexander says, Razor Fist must do it. Alexander, thank you very much. Do what? Do sing?
Do host.
Do host. Let's do it all. Mark the Cyborg, what's going on, buddy? He says, Arcane and Blue Sky Samurai are both French animations. Both are very much worth a watch, too. Okay. Mark knows his stuff for sure. He's like, Mark's the nerdiest guy I know. And it's great. I love it. Zedekai says, what are y'all's favorite Mario Party games? Mine's actual mini games. Mine's Facelift, for the record. I was going to say Mario Party 4, or Mario Party 3 is my favorite Mario Party game. My favorite Mario Party minigame is the game where you have to pump Bowser's face and it either explodes or stays. It's spectacular. It's very, very tense. Lots of tension in it for sure. What about you, Razor? Do you play a lot of Mario Party?
Black Panther Party. No, I never have played Mario Party actually, so I don't know.
Oh man. Mario Party is something that once you get in, it kind of grabs you by the neck and keeps you there. It's pretty intense, man, especially if you go hard on it. Olympus says, breaking news, Oversimplified is back. Second Punic War, parts 1 and 2 to air today. Okay. Thank you, Olympus. Thanks for the public service announcement there. Lord Spleech came in, says, and remember, go Ninja, go Ninja, go! That's right. Tail end of TMNT 2 right there. Mercenary says, sending only the other places. YouTube won't let me be. Thank you, Mercenary. Mage Leaders says, since we're naming games after geometry now, I want Indy to go to the desert in Indiana Jones and the big-ass triangles. Thanks, Mage Leader. Oh, Blabs the Tower Turd came in and says,
yay, me love angry Dennis Miller.
Thank you, Blabs the Tower Turd. Matthew says, can we play the 1-minute video or Jesse Lee Peterson talking about his recent flight experience? Anomaly posted the X video. I have not seen that. I'd like to pre-screen it before we watch it.
Yeah. Make sure there's no dicks in it.
Yeah. Elder says, hope this is the first step to the road to disappointment. Thank you, Elder Chicken. And Humble Dirt Merchant says, first person indie game sounds weird. I don't disagree with you on that. Matthew says, which indie game has the most pulp story? Most
Pulpy, probably. I don't know. Temple of Doom, probably. That's pretty pulpy. That sounds like the name of a pulp story from like the 30s or something.
What do you say? What does that mean? What is pulp?
Like the old adventure stories that came in magazine, that were published in magazines in the 30s. You know, The Shadow, Conan was a pulp. You know, that kind of stuff.
Okay,
Zorro was a pulp.
Okay, yeah. Is that like the same type of phrasing that's used in like pulp fiction? Like
Yeah.
that. Okay. I never understood that. I never knew what that was a reference to. Andrew, thank you very much. And Al, thank you very much for becoming members. Greatly appreciate that. Olympus came up, says, on the Disney Swingers, I know who wears the strap on in that relationship. Does the firing squad come with a complimentary cigar? Thank you, Wolfsbane.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Kyle says, is it just me? Is it me, or when I saw Todd Howard in the gameplay reveal, I instantly thought of bugs and glitches on release? First person sounds interesting, though.
Right.
Thank you, Kyle. Peter says, does anyone know the whereabouts of Godzilla? Asking for a friend. Did you hear they're releasing Godzilla?
Yeah, -1.
Yeah, -1, minus color. I think it's what it's called.
Yeah, oh, I love it.
That's pretty neat.
Awesome. I've always said I do the Film Noir Archive series. I've said many, many times it's kind of become a little bit of a meme, but color is a choice and black and white is a choice. One is not an objective advantage over the other. Some stuff I think should be in black and white, but Hollywood won't really let it be released in black and white because it's not considered commercial or whatever. I don't know. I don't remember Schindler's List suffering much from being in black and white commercial.
No.
Camping.
As a matter of fact, the color made it more powerful. You know, the color that was used in it made it more powerful. Which, case in point, you know, obviously the most famous use of a black and white and color would be Wizard of Oz. You know, going from black and white. You know,
right? Or Sin City did really well. You know, I think more movies should be like. I think depending on genre, depending on what the movie's about, some movies would be better. Like I think we need to go back to making some horror movies in black and white. I think black and white is better for horror in some cases. But yeah.
I don't disagree.
The weirdest thing ever is I just got a bot text message says AsianSexyGirl.online.
Well, what are you going to go to it or what?
No, I'm gonna block that.
Socrates came in with a 5. Says the Disney Swingers thing has finally given me the courage to drive off Space Mountain.
There you go. There you go. There you go. See, we're just changing lives one episode at a time.
Lance, thank you very much. Judge Frollo was right all along. Oh, Blabs, here we go.
Him. Redhead laugh makes my eyes red. I like pickles. Me no associate with Blabs Dino Jake.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's Howard Tard Blabs.
It looked like that male swinger liked pickles too.
Real big pickles. Xander says
dill pickle, the kind you get at the carnival that are the size of your forearm. But anyway, go ahead.
Xander says, didn't a meteor hit on the last episode of Dinosaurs? I think it was a meteor or that caused a freeze or something and everyone died. John says Dinosaurs had the saddest final episode, though. Yes, this is true. Primarch Vulcan says Dinosaurs was such a dark show for its time. I remember the episode Hurling Day. It was a day you could legally unalive your mother-in-law. Yeah, that'd go over well today.
When time is the darkest dinosaur stuff. When the mom dies, everyone's crying.
Yeah. Gosh.
I'll always be with you, little
it always weirds me out how there's like 90 Land Before Time movies. Like they're still making those movies. You would think after like 15 sequels, they would eventually reach time.
Yeah.
Right?
True.
But
Andrew says Dinosaurs episode when the grandma has her 72nd B-day and she has to be tossed in a tar pit.
Casual.
That's awesome. Sorry, Grandma. Oh man. 60 Watt says I bought it twice to own the libs. Played it for like 3 hours. There you go. 60 Watt. Thank you. Nissan says Ginny was a backhoe. The kid is better off.
Damn.
Ministry of Wrong Things says Blab's identical tune is a 10. All right. Thank you very much. Alexander says I love Brutal Legend, most heavy metal game, my favorite PS3 game and Xbox game. Excellent, Alexander. Danny Boy. As soon as the short-haired woman told Indy to try to keep up and saved him from the trap, I knew exactly what we're probably getting.
Did you see that in the trailer? She pulls him away from falling to his death.
Yeah, I bet trap has a different meaning in that game.
It's a trap.
Daniel says, you guys should have Legal Mindset on to discuss Disney adults. Razorfist would get a kick out of his takes as well. I think we are going to try to get Legal Mindset on the show, right? Yeah. Okay. Lance came in, says, not going to lie, I played hundreds of hours of Red Dead Redemption, but barely even started Red Dead 2. Sometimes starting a massive open world game is hard to get the drive for. I agree. It's a big undertaking. Elder Chicken says, doesn't a philosopher's stone turn lead to gold? I don't know. These are good questions, Elder Chicken. Eric the Red says, Craig mispronouncing Superchats? Who does he think he is? Who does he think he is? Taryn Gell? Yes. By the way, I've reached out to both Drunk 3PO and Beardo, and we are going to have a stream where we just read things. It's going to be great. So, and it's going to be horrible. So, yes. Confirmed. Zamis, he says, love your stuff. Looking forward to seeing you grow. Well, thank you very much. Help spread the word. And you can do so by simply commenting on the video or hitting the thumbs up button. That's great. Generalissimo Liberty came in and says, any other IP work not done? Blah, 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 blah. Any other IP would not work for a swinging theme. Howdy Doody does not quite do it. Dr. Seuss, the snort swingers. I don't think anything works from a kid IP when it involves swinging. I was hoping that you're going to be talking about Indiana Jones, but you weren't. Lisa says, "Here, take my money now. Thank you." 60 Watt came in, says, "I don't like to finish games. When I do, I can't help but feel the infinite emptiness inside me." Oh, I'm sorry.
That's true. Some games are so good, I find myself putting off finishing them. Once I get like near the end, it's like, oh, I don't want to finish this. Fuck. You know what I mean? Because then it's
I
over.
want to go.
No, there's been games like that, right? Does anybody else experience this? Where you get like, I put off beating Red Dead Redemption 2. I knew I was right at the end. And I put it off for quite a little while, and finally fucking beat it.
What's the most sadness you felt by beating a game?
Most
Red Dead?
Sadness?
Yeah. Like, there's, just the adventure's done. There's this like sense of, oh, dang.
Yeah, maybe one of the like Silent Hill games, one of the really good old ones. Maybe like 2 or 4. I was a little depressed after Silent Hill 2. I know. I know you're shocked. That's such a cheery fucking game.
So sad.
Right.
Chad, obviously that's a good question for you guys as well. Keep it up. I'd love to see your thoughts. Alexander says, sorry for 2 of the same super chats. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate that. We accept your apology. Steve I am says, Lamar went from Lavar went from Kuta Kinte to Quinto. Oh, okay, thank you. Hung came in says, first Razorfist podcast I'm on. Will this podcast be hateful? Also, if you can't do Godzilla, do Godzuki. I know you can. Thank you, Hung. Appreciate that. Elder, coming back, he really wants you to do Fat Bastard. Really wants you to do it. Matt says, on a more serious note, my mother was diagnosed with a big C the other day. I don't know the stage yet, but it's near a lymph node in her armpit. Oh my God, Matthew, I'm sorry to hear that, man. We'll be thinking about her, and obviously that's rough, man. That's rough. Sorry to hear that, buddy. She'll pull. Miku says, Billy speedrunning Apollo with a bunch of percentage. Apollo, okay. Thank you, Miku. Yes, Carl. Drive-by commenter says, hello, Razor. What tips do you have for people putting cultural anachronisms in science and fantasy fiction via tech, appearance, and culture? Thank you, Razor, for helping me through that word.
Yeah, I'm not sure. In fantasy, like cultural anachronisms, what, like current stuff in a medieval setting or something like that? My advice is don't fucking do it. It's usually cringe when people do. That's my advice. Like when people are like, it's going to be a fantasy noir, and then people are running around with like steampunk revolvers and shit and trench coats. It's like, nah, not so much.
Thank you, drive-by commenter. Appreciate that. Yeah. And apparently my the reference to the last super chat was an any percentage speed run. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. Alex says, hey, do some candle mass, witches. Thank you, Alexander. Appreciate that. Followed up with Razor Fist.
Hey, name!
Donkey!
Worthy One says, hey, Razor, do you have a favorite tag team?
The Brood.
Wait, really? Oh. Man, can we talk about Gangrel?
The Brood,
Dude.
the Brood is the shit, dude.
Their entrance coming through the fire. Oh my God! And the
Not
theme
only
song
that,
spectacular.
but everybody creams their culottes over the Hardy Boys and Edge and Christian. But the Brood was better than Edge and Christian because they could do moves that Edge and Christian couldn't do because they had 3 people. They had 3-man tag team moves and shit. Like they did the Dudley Death Drop and all kinds of cool shit. Yeah, they were. The Brood was way better than Edge and Christian, and they should have had the tag team titles. God damn it!
What do you think? Why do you think the Brood was never pushed, like to that extent?
They got punished for getting over. That's what happened. It was supposed to get Edge over. That's what happened. Gangrel and Christian were just supposed to be a vehicle to get Edge into the main event, and then the team got way too over, and they were like, "Oh fuck, this is getting way too popular. If we don't do something now and get him away from them, he's gonna forever be known as Vampire Guy, and we need this guy to be our world champion one day." So they put him in the ministry, tried to make him heel. Then they kept getting cheered, and so they kind of had to jettison that, and then they broke him up pretty quickly. It was basically they were punished for being too popular.
Gangrel has a podcast. I would love to have him on ours. I would love to.
It's not a bad podcast, too, actually. Hardly anyone watches it, but it's fucking great.
I need to go and invite him on, man. I would love to go back and talk to like WWE era wrestlers and do interviews with them. I think I told you I interviewed Maven the other day, and that was like it hasn't aired yet. Editing it right now, but it was a really good interview. We talked about wrestling maybe half the time. Talked about a lot of other stuff, but he's a really likable guy, and he wants to come on the show sometime live. Would you like to be on? Would you like Maven? Would you like to be on when Maven comes on?
Cool. I didn't really watch. Well, okay, no, I did watch a little bit of WWF when he was in the company because I'm a big Goldust fan, and he wrestled Goldust at WrestleMania.
Yes, yeah. I'm sure he would. That'd be a really fun conversation for sure.
Yeah, that was during an era though where I really stopped watching. Like that was just kind of not his fault.
That out.
Not his fault or anything. It's just the writing was bad.
Yes. Mo says Kurosawa did color and black and white scenes in High and Low in 1960. Thank you, Mo.
Cool.
Antihero says, "Hey guys, got a life hack if people want to get you with white guilt. Tell them it doesn't apply to you since your ancestors are German." Okay, Antihero. Socrates came back and says, Silent Hill 2 had a very cheerful ending. That dog was cute also. Do you remember that? The dog ending?
The robot dog, yes.
Yeah.
It's great.
Funny stuff. Scrappy Pirate says, I beat Hogwarts and Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't think they were that bad. Jeez. Well, I don't think Blab said they were that bad. I think she just said it was kind of generic. You know?
Yeah, it was very generic. If you like it, you like it. Cool.
Hunk says, can I buy your flaming codpiece, Mr. Pfister?
I am not Blackie Lawless.
Journalissimo says, when did college in the OC after working 10 years, the millennials had the Disney passes, and it was a cult on campus. Oh, so you did the college program. Okay. They would get down with Disney. Thank you, Journalissimo. Appreciate that. Man, that's insane. Mr. Tech Rat used the Prime sub. Thank you very much. And Gaming Newfie says, no odds. Bye, Craig. That's new fannies. For it's no issue, Craig. Thanks for fixing the name pronunciation, and thank you, Razor, for helping him. God fucking speed, and see you tonight's stream, Razor. What time are you streaming, Razor?
Later tonight. We may do it tonight. We'll see. It might be tomorrow, but yeah, I got a busy day today after this.
Okay, cool. Well, we're gonna get out of here real quick and let you get going. We hung with us for a long time. Kratos came.
I turned down a radio appearance for this, by the way.
Another humble brag.
Let's go. My God.
No, it's true. Like 5 minutes before I came on, I got a text from Gorka, Sebastian Gorka, to appear on his show. And I was like, oh, shit, no, I got to be on this thing.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that, buddy.
I enjoy it here.
You have integrity, that's what it's called, which is great. Kratos came in and says, razor edges with video games? Is that a smart way to prolong the enjoyment or just this procrastination? Thank you, Kratos. Appreciate that. Mercenary says the final episode of Dinosaurs was actually a mega porp that the husband worked for blowing up volcanoes to make more rain, but caused nuclear winter because they messed up in the first place. Thank you, Mercenary. M2M says the Okay, community has ruined the rainbow. I can't look at a rainbow and say it looks nice without thinking about people bragging on who they do. Thank you, M2M. And Journalismo says, went to college. Yes, okay. I was wondering why I stumbled through it. It wasn't just because I can't read. All right, there you go.
Memes.
We got memes. Let's finish them up, guys. Thank you very much for all your support today. Oh, there she is.
There's my sombrero.
Who is that? It looks
I don't know.
familiar, but they have that mustache and sombrero. I don't know.
Then you have meanwhile.
Oh, no. Stop that.
You want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
There she was.
Asian businessman.
Yes!
We're short.
It's Juan. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
And then,
You know what I love about this real quick? Everybody on this show has been called Asian at some point. Like, I've been called Asian.
stop Asian hate.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. You know what? Let me bring Razor in for this. I'm sorry. Melanie's gone on to for some changes recently, and we'd like to welcome male Lenny Mac to the show. Hello.
I was wondering when you noticed.
Yay! Sorry, I'm a few hormone treatments in. It'll take a while for the voice to adjust.
3 days later.
Hi, I'm Kiko. I'm 23. I go to UCSB and I also bartend.
Oh,
yay!
Brilliant.
We have male.
Oh, there we
Let's
are.
go.
There we are. Excellent.
Oh, that's
side
great.
swingers.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Thank God. All right, guys, thank you again for your support today. Genuinely appreciate it. Kyle, I don't think Razor's going to shadow ban you. It's okay.
Well, I think he said YouTube shadow banned him again.
Oh, well, sorry about that, buddy. You're safe here. We'll see. Razor, thanks for filling in for Mel today. Appreciate you.
Sure.
We'll see you again on Monday, which is fun. And we appreciate your integrity passing up the radio spot for sure.
Well,
So,
it's a scheduling conflict. But anyways.
yeah. All right, awesome. Well, get out of here. Go do your thing. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Go watch Razor stream tonight if he is live. Everybody be there and support him just like you guys have supported us today. Genuinely appreciate you guys. I want you guys to have an excellent weekend. I'll be live over on the Side Scrollers Plays channel in just a little bit, doing an hour of power on Donkey Kong Country, trying to finally beat that game and get all the exclamation points and all the 100% and all that stuff. It's a lot, man, but it's fun. Look forward to seeing you guys then. With that said, remember, people are going to try to take you down. Don't take you down. Keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. Razor, take us out.
God fucking speed.
Fatality.